So many parents grab toys in a rush just to make their kids happy, without realizing some of those toys can do way more harm than just a little scratch. Right now, many toy stores that look safe and inviting are actually selling products that are dangerous, cheaply made, and in some cases, outright harmful. These toys are built to sell fast, not to keep your child safe. Even worse, some of these stores have been caught multiple times, yet they continue stocking the same kinds of risky products because they're profitable. So today, we're exposing the 5 toy stores you need to avoid at all costs. Make sure you stay till the end, and we'll tell you 2 places that are actually worth your money. Number 1, Walmart. Walmart is that one store that parents all around the US trust blindly. It's a household name. You walk into a Walmart thinking you're doing a smart thing. One-stop shop, deals under one roof, lots of familiar brands. But parents, at Walmart's toy aisle, there are repeated red flags. Recently, the US Consumer Product Safety Commission warned parents about some toys sold only at Walmart that could be dangerous. One of these was a toy hammer made by a company called Chiwanji. Who is that now? Exactly. This toy had small balls that are not safe for children under 3 because they are small enough to be swallowed. Even though it was sold for about $10 and meant for toddlers, it was too risky to have around. Then there was the case of magnetic ball sets, a 216-piece set of 5mm magic magnetic balls sold on Walmart. Failed safety regulations because the magnets are incredibly strong and the loose ones are small enough to swallow. Kids swallowing these magnets face intestinal perforations, infections, or worse. Parents' stories intensify the danger. One mom in Texas bought a ride-on toy UTV from Walmart. Within a few days, the wiring inside overheated, the chassis smoked, the toy was recalled, but in that short time, it had caused property damage, panic, and an injury scare. What's even going on here, you might think? Well, Walmart does have a policy requiring children's products on its marketplace to comply with US safety laws, and they post product recall information publicly. But due to large volume, third-party sellers, and imported items, it is difficult to have constant oversight. Products slip through, sometimes marked vaguely, poorly tested, or misleadingly labeled. Parents often assume sold by Walmart means safe by design, but that's not always true. Many toys at Walmart look fine, but some hide serious risks, such as small parts that can choke, magnets that can kill, wiring that overheats, and labels that mislead. Buying from Walmart isn't inherently bad, but you must be extremely cautious. Always check for recalls, read labels, avoid small parts for toddlers, avoid magnets, and avoid obscure brands. And if Walmart's big box scale is intimidating, the next store you'll hear about seems friendlier, cheaper, and smaller. But that's exactly how dangers hide in plain sight. Number 2, Dollar Tree. Step into a Dollar Tree and you'll see the allure immediately. Aisles of bright toys for just $1.25. It feels like harmless fun, and you buy it as a quick reward for kids or a budget birthday bag stuffer. But here's the truth. Many parents don't realize before it's too late. Many Dollar Tree toys come with hidden costs, far more dangerous than their price tag suggests. Consumer safety groups have repeatedly flagged toys from Dollar Tree for containing toxic levels of heavy metals like lead and phthalates. A 2019 report by the Campaign for Healthier Solutions tested Dollar Tree and Family Dollar products and found that more than 40% contained chemicals linked to learning disabilities, asthma, and even developmental issues. A mom in Ohio picked up a brightly colored plastic flute from Dollar Tree after her son begged for it during a quick grocery run. It was just $1, and she thought it would be a harmless way to keep him entertained for a few minutes. At first, it seemed fine. Her son squeaked a few notes, giggling with delight. But by the next morning, the flute had already cracked down the middle. Sharp, jagged edges jutted out where the plastic had split. And when her son tried to hold it, a small cut appeared on his finger. Frustrated, she posted her story on a parenting forum, warning other parents not to trust Dollar Tree's toy aisle. Within hours, other parents chimed in with similar stories. Tiny cars with wheels falling off, dolls with brittle limbs snapping during gentle play, and play sets that were already chipped out of the box. And it's not just about durability. Cheap paint on dolls and cars has been known to peel, and when tested, some showed unsafe levels of cadmium. For toddlers who naturally put everything in their mouths, that's nothing but poisoning. Choking hazards is another recurring nightmare. Parents have reported small toys breaking into marble-sized pieces that never should have passed basic US safety tests. And Dollar Tree is well known for selling faulty toys like these. They have already paid hefty fines for ignoring federal safety reporting rules. In 2020, the US Consumer Product Safety Commission fined them for failing to report unsafe toys sold in their stores. That's not just negligence, that's knowingly putting children at risk. That $1.25 toy may look like a bargain, but if it ends in a hospital bill or worse, it's the costliest mistake you can make. Parents often say, it's just $1, but when it comes to our children's health, there's no such thing as a cheap risk. And if you thought the dangers stopped at dollar chains, wait until you hear about the trendy budget store where teens love to shop, but where toy safety standards sink even lower. Quick question for you. Have you ever bought a toy that turned out to be a total disaster? Maybe it broke right away, or worse, wasn't safe. Share your story in the comments. It could literally save another parent from making the same mistake. Number 3, Five Below. Five Below markets itself as the cool, trendy store for kids and teens, with everything under $5. Well, mostly under $5. The neon signs, funky layouts, and flashy packaging make it feel more like a hangout spot than a discount chain. But parents, don't be fooled. Hidden inside those brightly colored bins are toys that are anything but safe. Recently, New York officials issued a warning that at least one toy sold at Five Below is toxic and should never be given to children. The Stryker remote control car, popular around Christmas, was found to have paint containing 230 parts per million of lead, 155% above federal safety limits. State Secretary Robert Rodriguez urged the federal government to recall it, but by the time these warnings were issued, thousands of children had already received the toy. Recently, a mom in Philadelphia shared her terrifying experience after buying a fun LED light-up wand from Five Below for her daughter's birthday. On the second day, the wand started smoking while her daughter played, filling the room with a chemical smell. She quickly unplugged it and examined it to find exposed wires and a battery that was leaking. She threw it away, but unfortunately, it was long after it had left its mark. The problem goes beyond electronics. Five Below thrives on fast-trending products, often imported cheaply with minimal safety checks. Many toys break quickly, have sharp edges, or contain toxic materials that parents would never expect in a store marketed for children. The combination of trendiness and low prices is a dangerous lure. Safety groups warn that parents should be cautious even during holiday sales. Stocking stuffers and discounted gifts can quickly turn into hazards if you don't check labels or recalls. Five Below's appeal is speed and affordability, but that comes at a price: your child's safety. It's true, Five Below's cheap, trendy, and toys seem like a bargain, but if you fall for it, whatever happens next is your fault. The store might look fun and colorful, but behind those bins are products that could harm your children. Five Below focuses on the latest trends, but our next stop is a store that sells older stock and clearance toys, where hidden dangers come from outdated safety certifications and overlooked defects. Number 4. Big Lots. Big Lots has long been a favorite for bargain hunters, and it's easy to see why. The aisles are packed with discounted toys, overstock, and clearance items that make parents feel like they're getting a steal. You walk in hoping to snag a brand name toy for half the usual price, and it's tempting, especially when you've got birthdays coming up, holiday shopping, or just want to reward your kids without breaking the bank. But parents, here's the reality. Some of those great deals come with hidden risks that can put your child's safety in jeopardy. Many of the toys at Big Lots are closeouts from larger retailers, which often means older stock. Also, outdated safety certifications are a big problem. A batch of hoverboards recalled for fire hazards in 2016, for instance, was still spotted on Big Lots shelves months later. It's not just an oversight, it's a potential hazard that could cause serious injuries. Older toys may not meet today's stricter regulations for lead, phthalates, or small part safety. A toy made just a few years ago could contain levels of toxic chemicals that federal law now prohibits, and yet it's sitting right there on the clearance rack, waiting for an unsuspecting parent to buy it. And this is exactly what happened to a father from Virginia. He shared his story after buying a toy train set for his son. It looked perfect for hours of fun until the track snapped after minimal play, leaving sharp shards across the floor. One of those shards cut the kid's foot, causing a lot of bleeding, and all he could do was cry in pain. Parents who are drawn to Big Lots for the price may not realize that clearance toys often come with missing instructions, incomplete labeling, or no age warnings at all. Without proper guidance, it's easy to miss choking hazards or assembly issues that could result in accidents. Durability is another concern. Cheap plastics, brittle connectors, and poorly painted surfaces are common. Parents often assume a brand name label or familiar character ensures safety, but at Big Lots, even well-known brands can be older, discounted models that failed updated safety tests. Toys that break, peel, or have small parts fall off within days are more common than you might think. So, why do parents still shop here? Look, I know Big Lots promises savings and convenience, but the hidden dangers demand alertness. Look out for cracked plastic, missing labels, and anything that seems fragile. Ask yourself, could this toy hurt my child if it broke? Could small pieces come loose? Could chemicals in the paint or plastic be unsafe? What seems like a bargain can end up being a costly mistake. Hospital visits, choking incidents, or chemical exposure are not worth the few dollars saved. But wait until you hear about the next store where cheap toys and poorly monitored imports can put children in even more danger. But before that, if this video helps you spot the toy traps out there, tap that like and subscribe button so more parents don't get stuck with the same mistakes. Number 5. Family Dollar. Family Dollar, like Dollar Tree, is everywhere. Over 8,000 stores across the US, especially in lower-income neighborhoods. It's convenient, affordable, and heavily shopped for kids' birthday parties and stocking stuffers. But the safety record of Family Dollar toys is troubling. In 2022, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission announced that Family Dollar was selling toys and children's products that violated safety laws. One of the most alarming cases was a set of toy dart guns with suction tips that detached easily. A child in Illinois choked after swallowing one, causing a recall. Another was a stuffed animal line filled with beads that leaked through weak seams, creating both choking and inhalation hazards. Parents often describe Family Dollar toys as too flimsy to last a day. But flimsy isn't the worst of it. It's the toxic materials behind them. Safety groups have tested Family Dollar toys and found elevated levels of PVC and BPA in plastics. chemicals linked to hormone disruption and asthma in children. For parents who thought they were buying something good, these hidden dangers feel like a betrayal. A Georgia mom told a local news station that her child's toy car, bought at Family Dollar, emitted a strong chemical smell the moment the packaging was opened. "It stank up the whole room," she said, and that's just the reality of these toy stores. The broader issue is that dollar stores, including Family Dollar, often source from the lowest cost overseas manufacturers with minimal oversight. That leaves parents in the dark about what materials or chemicals their kids are being exposed to. Saving a few dollars at Family Dollar could mean risking your child's health. It's not worth the gamble. But we're not going to leave you confused about where you can buy the good stuff. Parents, there's one store where you can walk in and feel good about what your child is holding in their hands. Number 6, Learning Tree Toys. It isn't flashy, and that's exactly part of its appeal. Instead of chasing trends or bargains, they focus on educational and developmental toys. And every single item in their catalog is chosen with safety, durability, and real child growth in mind. What sets Learning Tree apart isn't just care, it's credentials. Many of their toys are certified by ASTM, which is one of the most trusted U.S. toy safety standards for hazards like choking, sharp points, toxic materials, and flammable parts. They also stock toys meeting CPSIA limits for lead, phthalates, and heavy metals. These laws require that the paint and plastic parts have extremely low levels of lead, and that small parts are tested against choking risks. When you buy a toy from Learning Tree, more often than not, it comes with clear labeling, the age range, materials used, warnings, and sometimes even QR codes that link to external safety documents or manufacturing origin. Real studies back up why these matters. A published study on age appropriateness of toys found that children fully benefit from toys designed for their age group, not only in skill development, but also in reducing accidents and misuse. Another study about toxic chemicals in low-priced plastic toys showed that many inexpensive toys contain lead and cadmium levels above international safety limits. Learning Tree's stock, by contrast, tends to avoid those risks. They choose durable plastics, ensure finishes are non-toxic, and prefer products that are tested in accredited labs. It's not just the tests. Parents who buy from Learning Tree also appreciate the durability of their toys. So, if you want fewer regrets, fewer broken toys, fewer chemical worries, then Learning Tree Toys is worth paying that little extra. You're not just buying something cheap. You're investing in your child's safety, development, and long-term happiness. Closing out, our list is a store that sets the bar even higher. Recognized worldwide for delivering toys that are not only fun, but also safe enough for parents to trust without a second thought. Number 7, Melissa & Doug. Melissa & Doug isn't just a toy brand. It's practically a household name for parents who want wooden puzzles, play food sets, and crafts that feel a world apart from the plastic chaos flooding big box shelves. Founded in the late 1980s, this Connecticut-based company has built its reputation on safe, durable, and educational toys. And unlike the dollar store gadgets that break before the week is over, Melissa & Doug toys are designed to last through years of rough play. Safety is a major reason parents turn to this brand. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, Melissa & Doug products comply with ASTM standards for toy safety, which cover everything from choking hazards to toxic substances. Their paints are lead-free, their plastics are BPA-free, and their wooden toys are sourced from sustainable forests. Quality is not all they have to offer. A 2021 study by the Good Play Guide, which reviews educational toys, found that Melissa & Doug puzzles boosted problem-solving skills in children ages 3 to 5 by nearly 30%. compared to unstructured play with generic toys. That's the kind of measurable impact parents want when they're spending their hard-earned money. There's also a developmental edge here. Instead of toys that blink and beep on their own, Melissa and Doug emphasize open-ended play. Their philosophy is simple. A toy should spark imagination, not replace it. Experts in child psychology back this up. Research from the American Academy of Pediatrics stresses that imaginative play is critical for social and cognitive growth. Parents often say Melissa and Doug toys don't just keep their kids busy, they help them learn how to share, solve problems, and even practice real-world skills like cooking or building. Yes, these toys cost more than upfront. A wooden train set might be $30 when you could buy a $10 plastic one elsewhere. But when you factor in safety, educational value, and the fact that the wooden set will outlast multiple kids, it's a good investment if you ask me. Melissa and Doug shows that when a toy is built with thought and care, it pays off in your child's growth and your peace of mind. Parents, the truth is simple. Not every toy aisle has your child's best interests at heart. Some stores push cheap imports and unsafe knockoffs that break, injure, or worse. But others, like Melissa and Doug and Learning Tree, set higher standards. Did you have a bad experience buying toys at any of these stores? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching Before You Buy. If you never want to get burned by cheap, unsafe toys again, hit subscribe. We've got another dangerous toy to expose in our next video. Until then, shop smart and stay safe, parents.